Hi, I'm Angela McClanahan, and this is Life with Bob. If you follow the blog, you probably know that my son Bob recently experienced a reaction to one of his medications, and that has sparked kind of a debate as to whether or not he should be taking any medication at all. As a parent, you're always hesitant to give your child any kind of medication, especially if it's something that has some pretty scary possible side effects, or if it's something that the long-term effects haven't been studied or aren't really clear. For me, it comes down to a matter of risk versus benefit. Do the possible risks of taking the medication outweigh the benefits that the child will derive from taking the medication? Uh, Risks, if you look at really anything in your medicine cabinet, there are all kinds of side effects that are possible with anything. A bottle of aspirin, flu shots, anything that you're prescribed comes with a laundry list of possible effects. And most of them range from anything as minor as dry mouth to something as serious as seizure activity and even death. Um, Obviously, that's some scary stuff, and no parent wants to go ahead and hand those willingly to their children without knowing that there's going to be some benefit. Bob's medications, like I said, it's the same thing. The side effect potential ranges anywhere from nausea to seizure activity. Um, but the benefits to him taking the medication uh, are a lot better. The benefits that he has derived from the medication that he's currently on have been amazing. This is a child who more or less missed out on the first few years of his life. He was unable to develop socially because of his illness. His learning was affected because he wasn't able to stay in a classroom situation for very long because of his illness. The medication has allowed him to develop a social life. He has friends now. He's doing very well in school. He's able to stay in class. He's able to focus. To me, I know the potential for side effects and long-term effects is there, but I believe that the benefit is much greater than the possibility of the side effects. For what it's worth, he's no longer taking the medication that he had the reaction to. That was something that was prescribed relatively recently. The question is, what does a parent do when a child is prescribed something? There are a few things. First and foremost, do your homework. Research the medication that your child's been given. Look for really strong studies from reputable sources that will give you actual data on the incidence of side effects and what those side effects were. Secondly, whenever Bob has been prescribed a new medication, I watch him like a hawk. I make sure to start him on that medication when I know he's going to be in my care for an extended period of time. And I also let his teachers, his school nurse, and anyone else that's going to be around him when I'm not around, I let them know, hey, he's taking this now, he's taking this dose, these are the possible side effects. And they all know that if they observe anything different or out of the ordinary, they are to contact me immediately. Most importantly, know what to do if your child has a reaction to a medication. Can you give them Benadryl? Do you need to take them to the emergency room? Should you stop taking the medication? In this particular circumstance, we could have saved ourselves a lot of time and a lot of confusion had we known what to be looking for. Obviously, I didn't witness what was happening, and the way it was described to me, it sounded a lot like a seizure, and since we do have a family history of epilepsy, I had no problem with them rushing to the emergency room. But we do know now that in the future, if it should ever happen again, that we can treat it ourselves. Obviously, no parent wants to subject their child to these potential side effects because, yes, some of them are extremely frightening for the child and for the parents. But it is important to keep in mind that sometimes it's worth taking that risk if it means your child has an opportunity to experience life the way another child would. Once again, I am Angela McClanahan. Thanks for checking out Life with Bob, and thank you for visiting healthyplace.com.